Hello, good evening. Today I'm doing some sewing. I already took a shower and then I decided that I wanted to do some sewing, so I figured I would film it. I don't really know exactly everything I'm going to sew, but I'm gonna have a dress, maybe make a scrunchie. We'll see as the video goes on, but today I'm sewing. If you're interested in some mediocre sewing skills, stay tuned. If not, that's okay. And that's about it for right now. So let's start with the first thing that I will be sewing. So, can you see my head? The first thing I'm sewing is this dress that I thrifted that's from Everlane. That for the most part fits everywhere. It's just a little bit too long. So I just want to hem it. So I'm going to try it on and see how much I want to hem it and mark that. And then just hem it. And that's my whole plan. Very exciting. So let's try it on. So we're going classic mirror selfie for this shot because I lost the foot to my tripod, so I have nothing tall enough to make a full body shot. But this is the dress. I bought it because I want to wear it to work one day when I go back to work and don't work from home. I think it's just like slightly too long for me. I look like the wife of a president, not the current president, just like a theoretical president. I want to look a little bit less like the wife of a president and more of just like a young person that has a 9-to-5 job. So I'm thinking, I don't know, probably just like an inch, honestly. I'm just gonna do it actually, and we'll just do it and then I'll try it on afterwards, and I can always undo it if I don't like it. So again, I don't have a tripod, but I'm just going to pin it, or I'm going to iron it first, I think. I saw a TikTok that said that you need to start ironing things before you sew them, which I don't do, and maybe that's why most of the things that I sew look like just slightly bad. So we're gonna flip it inside out. That's a good idea. This is a good idea. Yeah, I'm just going to fold the hem up because there's about an inch, probably can't see that, about an inch at the bottom, and it's already like all sewed and clean. So I'm just going to fold that an inch, like just like half over, so that it's all covered. And then I don't have to do it twice because there's no raw edges. It'll just be kind of thicker at the bottom, but I mean, that's fine. So I'll just iron that. Are you supposed to use water when you iron? Because I have no idea, and I don't. This video isn't really like a tutorial at all. It's more just seeing what I do. And you should not follow it, most likely. Like, I probably shouldn't be ironing onto my floor, but I don't have an ironing board. That was hot. Ow. Okay. So now I am going to pin it. I feel like sometimes when you iron, you like don't really need to pin it, but for the fun of it, I'm going to put a couple pins in.
We dance until we bleed. Dance until we bleed.
So that's all pinned. I'm going to unplug your iron. That's always really important to remember. The first thing I need to do is move my little plant so it's not in the way. Turn my machine on, but currently the thread that I have in and the bobbin thread are both red, and I don't need that. Oh, that didn't cut. These scissors that I got with my machine are the worst. These are my newest investments, Fiskars. Oh, these are from Finland. I got Fiskars scissors. These are phenomenal. I did not think that I would love a pair of scissors as much as I love this pair of scissors, but I really do. And then I got a rotary cutter, like a real seamstress. Throw it out. I have this cool little bobbin holder. So I'll probably need to wind a new bobbin. I used to think I didn't have enough bobbins. Now I have really far too many bobbins, but I guess it's a better problem to have. My issue right now is this dress is light blue, but I'm not sure if I have a thread that will like exactly match that, but it's also kind of grayish. So I could use gray because the only big spools of thread I have are like gray, white, and black somewhere. But I do have these smaller, that doesn't really match though. Are these the same? One of these is kind of darker. Let me hold it up for the camera. Those aren't really the same. I feel like gray is my best bet, so I will do gray. I love this part. That's good. I like to start just on one of the side seams. My machine doesn't have that many options, but just like a medium straight stitch or whatever it's called. The thread broke, that's great. What the fuck? What the fuck? It happened again. It broke again. This has never happened before. Okay, that looks okay. It's good enough. So this is a close-up of what it looks like. I think my machine's a little dirty. Like, I don't know what that is, but it looks okay. There's some points where, let me find one. Well, like spots like this work has my thread underneath kept snapping. So then I kind of just rethread it through and then like went over the last little bit again and didn't think about the fact that the bobbin thread would then like overlap in this section, but that's okay. Sections where I do shit like this where I'm like, oh, that's not going in a straight line, and then I like move it slightly, but then at the end it kind of looks like a little weird staircase. But I mean, again, that's like that's only noticeable if it's up close. So overall I think it came out okay. Here it is. It looks basically the same, just about an inch shorter. It's really not noticeable. Probably no one would ever notice this except for myself because I'm wearing it, but I think it looks like just the slightest bit cuter. I like it. I think I need to iron this down again now that it's actually sewed, but overall, I'm a fan. Now, maybe one day, I'll actually end up going back to work and I can wear it. Or I'll find another occasion to wear it, I don't know. So the next thing that I wanted to make was, well, I'm not exactly sure. I have this extra bit of fabric that is from a dress that I made shorter. And I wanted to make one of those cute, trendy, sheared tops with like the elastic thread. I purchased so much goddamn elastic thread because it was finally in stock on the Joann's website. And I tried it with this. I actually don't think this is like wide enough because I tried to put it on and I instantly just started like ripping it. So I think I'm just going to make a scrunchie instead. So I'm going to do some seam ripping. Okay, anyways, I'll come back once I'm done with this. So I took out all of the elastic thread, but it's still a tube, which I don't need. And I was way too ambitious when I sewed this together thinking it was going to be a shirt, and really, you know, did my best sewing that side together. So instead of picking that out, I'm just going to cut it. Voila. So now I have this. And I want 7 inches this way. I have no idea if you can see that. I want 7 inches this way and 17 inches the long way. And I have my little measuring tape. Oh, I could get 2 out of this. I'll just cut it here. So there we go. I have my cube and I'm just going to sew the ends and leave a little gap. So actually this is like a little bit smaller, less wide at the top than it is at the bottom. So I'm just going to do the best that I can That's all you can ever do. I'm feeling like I should iron this because it's really quite wrinkly, but I don't want to. This feels way too wide. Oh, fuck. It's supposed to be 22 inches by 4 inches. What is this? Why did I have this written down? I don't know what this is. I should throw this away because that's gonna confuse me again. Okay, well this is about 10 inches. So, I'll just do like 5 inches. This is very approximate. And then I need an 8-inch elastic. And I've been having can someone tell me what sort of elastic people use in scrunchies? Because this is way too thick, so I'll cut this in half and put it in there, but then I'm like, eventually it'll fray over time. But like this on its own is way too tight in your hair. But then I have a thinner one that is terrible, and I have so much of this. I had to purchase so much of it to get some, and I was like, oh, finally some thinner one, it'll be better. No, it's not better. So I'm just going to go in there and hope for the best. And remember to leave a gap, because I always forget to do that. Maybe I'll leave a gap at the beginning because I'm thinking about it instead of at the end. Okay, so my camera died while I was making the scrunchie, which doesn't really matter because I wasn't trying to show how I make a scrunchie necessarily, and I'll link the video down below where I learned how to make a scrunchie from. But this is how it ended up. I feel like it looks a little off. I feel like maybe it's a little bit too wide. I feel like it'll look fine in your hair, but like on your wrist, it's like a little bit too much, right? So 5 inches is definitely too wide. All of that sewing, all of that minimal sewing has made me very tired, so now I'm in bed. And I think that's it for the video. If you liked it, please like and leave a comment, and you can subscribe if you like. I'll probably try to put out more sewing related videos and things like that. So if that's something that interests you, definitely stick around. One lucky person can get a sad looking scrunchie from me. Maybe. If you're interested, leave a comment down below if you would like a scrunchie, and I can literally mail you a scrunchie. Bye! I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't though.